gonna repeat the sins of my father. Not gonna let them lead the way. I know we'll have our separate problems, but I won't pass to you my pain. 'Cause I know one day you're gonna grow up and one day you're gonna be something. And I hope that you can look back at me and say that my daddy was great, yeah. But until then, I'ma teach you everything I know. I'm washing your hands, but where's your nose? Respect your mommy and watch your tone, yeah. Until then, I'll tuck you in.
Native X, if you want to get in the queue, just click submit with the link at the bottom right here.
Till the
You
day
can use the YouTube video from there.
but until then, until then.
Test, test. Test, 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 test. Hey, hey, hey.
I might forget to say I love you.
What's going on? What's going on, Miss Strickland?
Learning those kind of skills. It's up to me to teach you better. Yeah. So every day I try to say how I feel. 'Cause I know one day you're gonna grow up and one day you're gonna do something. And I know I'm gonna look back at you and say that I raised someone great. Oh, but until then, I'ma teach you everything I know. From washing your hands to where's your nose. Respect your mommy and watch your tone. Yeah. Until then, I'll tuck you in. Slay the monsters under your bed. Love you more with every breath.
Gonna get started in just a second. Right after the song.
Until then, yeah. Until the day you have one of your own. No way to explain. Your heart's etched in my soul. I pray you pass on love as legacy. That's how I'll know that I did all right as your daddy. Yeah. But until then, I'ma teach you everything I know. Like how to plant dreams and watch them grow. But thank you, auntie, for those new clothes. Yeah. Until then, I'll tuck you in. Sneak a tooth right from under your head. Right behind you every step. Even when I'm gone and dead. But until then. Until then, until then, yeah. Until then.
All right. That is Until Then. Thank you for tuning in to my music review platform, my show. It's weird saying show, but I don't know. I guess I'm doing a show. Every week at 1 p.m. PST, I'm reviewing your music. If you're interested in submitting, the link is down there, and on Instagram, it's in red. Just click that link. It says submit here. If you're not on Instagram, you're on YouTube, you can go to nero.fan/KofiaJmusic/live. Get your song in the queue. If you want me to play your song next, right away, just like this skip right here by Gloria, you just go there and it's $10 to skip, $20 to super skip. But that is in the format of the show. I'll be reviewing the music with based on songwriting, production, engineering, performance, and emotional impact. Those are the different keys to a song that I think make a great record. If you check all those boxes at a super high level, you got a really strong song. Doesn't mean it's going to be a hit, but you have a very strong song, and then after that, it's marketing, it's the artist, it's the everything else after that. So just a couple things, a couple announcements I want to talk about. The tribe is actually full now, so if you want to work with me on the monthly creative partnership, it's actually full, but I do have a wait list. for people. And if you like wanted to start at a different time, you can put the date down and I'll contact you at that date and we can work in a future date and when there's availability. So also I'm thinking about starting one for producers and engineers. So if you're a producer and engineer out there who is wants to get better, wants to work at their craft, wants to work with somebody who's been doing it for 20 years almost daily. I mean, I worked on over 100 tracks almost every single year since 2008, probably 2009. So yeah, I have a lot of experience making records, and if you can listen, that last song we just played was one of my songs I did in 2018, something like that. It was dedication to my son. I did it for Father's Day. Father's Day just passed. It's the only video I've actually shot. He was like 3 years old running around, and now he's 11. So it's kind of crazy to see the time fly. And yeah. So if you want your songs to be like that or whatever, if you're a producer, engineer, if you want to work on your craft, I'm going to start something soon. I haven't fully developed it, so I would love any input. If you guys want to put it in the chat, if you want to send me a DM, anything that you guys would like to see offered from a producer who has a little bit of experience in this industry, at various levels. I was a beginner once. I was intermediate once. I've done my first big placement was a K-pop placement. So I've done some K-pop. I've done some stuff in Korea. I've done sync work, a lot of different things, a lot of experiences I've had in this music industry, and it's been amazing. I'm finally pulling my head up to get some air, and I'm realizing that I have a lot of wealth of knowledge and experience that I can share with the community, and I'm down to share it. I'm an open vessel, open book. There's 44 in front of me. What's up, homie? I mean, I started the show a few months ago and it's picking up steam. So we got 44 songs in the queue. I probably have the cheapest skip out there. So it's only $10 to skip, $20 for super skip. So if you want to be next, you don't want to wait for the be number 45, just pay the $10 and I'll review your music right away. But I think that's enough for intro and announcements. Let's get started on some songs. This one is by Gloria. It's called Still My God. And yeah, let's just dive right in. If you guys got any questions or anything, ask me in the chat. I'll be looking at the chat throughout the broadcast. Here we go. Gloria, Still My God. Make sure I don't forget to unmute myself. All right, so that was Gloria, Still My God. Very good, very awesome song. I don't know, Gloria, if you're in the chat, chime in, but I think that was great. That's a great way to kick off the day. Um, my only overall concern, so I like to do like an overall review, especially if it's someone who submitted a skip. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing. I'm gonna give you a more in-depth review, but overall, I thought it was a great record. I have no issues with it. The only thing is I thought it was very linear. And when I say that linear, I just mean there's no dynamics. There's no boom, pow, this is the chorus. There's no like no soft spots, no breaks. It's just one continuous thing, which works sometimes. In this case, I think it's not gonna work so greatly because it's exactly what you expect. You know the whole song once you listen to 10 seconds of it. And it was done really well, so I enjoyed it, you know what I mean? But if we want to make hits, records that stand out amongst the crowds, because a lot of people are making records these days, like I forgot what they said, but it's hundreds of thousands of people are releasing music every single day. So it's like to stand out of that crowd, you have to take some risk. You have to, it's not just talent. And because the talent on this artist is there for sure. Like vocally is awesome, awesome vocals. So songwriting, I enjoyed the songwriting too. It was very nice and simple. The tagline "You Are Still My God" was very catchy and it's meaningful. It was vague enough to be applied to a lot of different situations. Now I will say this: sometimes it's too vague and you can't. There's nothing to grab onto when it's too vague. When it's too vague the whole time. So yes, this is applicable to pretty much anyone. If you listen to anyone who believes in God, if you listen to like some of the lyrics, it's very applicable to someone's life. But it'd be nice to kind of tap into Gloria's personal experience and what made her feel this way and what made her write this song. That would have been really nice to tap into. I typically do that in like second verse or in the verses in general or in the bridge. It's a great place to put some really personal stuff and then keep the hook more universal. So for songwriting, I'm gonna give it a 7. It didn't wow me, but it had a lot of good moments in it and it's very catchy and all the melodies are great. So I'd say it's like above average, but not special. And then production, same thing, honestly, very status quo, but very solid. Like great musicians. I hear all the live instruments playing. Everybody's playing well. Everybody's in time. There's no issues. Honestly, the majority of the songs kind of like that. Engineering, I would give it an 8, just a little bit more, just because it's more difficult to mix this kind of record. Live instruments are just you have to if it's not recorded perfectly, you have to listen to each track all the way through. When it comes with digital records, once you get it right in the hook, this time it's going to be exactly the same in the next time. So copy paste, whatever you did to this chorus, you do to that chorus. When it's live, everything's different throughout the whole thing, so it becomes a little bit more challenging. Um, performance was great. I'm gonna give performance a 9. I would have liked to hear the singer go in some more because the singer's voice is ridiculous, like really nice, really great vocals for Gloria. Just shows at the end of the song or somewhere in the song. Let's hear it. Like let's get the magic takes. And then emotional impact, I liked it. I'm gonna give it a 7. Very safe record, but very well done record. So awesome job, Gloria. And that's a total score of a 38 out of 50 for Gloria, Still My God. And if you want your song to be next in the queue, you just go to nero.fan/KofiAJmusic/live, get your song in the queue, and it'll pop up here next. It's $10 to skip. If you want to do a super skip to guarantee you're next, that'd be $20. All right. So the next song is F.U. Crazy. It's by F.U. Crazy and it's called Mercy. Exactly. She needs some words. Yes. Tell me what you think in the chat as well. I'll be chatting in the chat. I'll be in there when the songs are playing because I don't like to interrupt songs too much. If there's something that happens, I'll chime in, but I like to listen and really dissect these songs well. All right. F.U. Crazy. The song's called Mercy. I'm a piano vibe.
Oh my superwoman, anything you want say I go do you know say time waits for no man. Have mercy girl, I'm only human. I'm only human. Girl, I'm jealous. Your dance is contagious. The way you move is outrageous. Dangerous. Girl, I'm jealous. Your dance is contagious. The way you move is outrageous. Dangerous. Messy, messy. You want so dirty, please have mercy. Messy, messy. With the way you want keep passing. Messy, messy. You want so dirty, please have mercy. Messy, messy. With the way you want keep passing. Messy, messy. You want so dirty, please have mercy. Messy, messy. With the way you want keep passing. Messy, messy. You want so dirty, please have mercy. Messy, messy. With the way you want keep passing.
Big bunda yokozuna, carry on matter for medulla. Heavy duty kebe super, this is your movement no regular. Oh yeah, shake it slow and steady. I go hard if you let me. Oh them up with me obey. Me I won't shoot my shot like Balotelli. Baby come out. She say she go handle me properly. Suffering with the way you move. Your back they mess with me mentally. Climb up on me now. Baby judge for me now. Your body bad girl, you photogenic. So make we know they play this Tom and Jerry.
Messy, messy. You want so dirty, please have mercy. Messy, messy. With the way you want keep passing. Messy, messy. You want so dirty, please have mercy. Messy, messy. With the way you want keep passing. Messy, messy. You want so dirty, please have mercy. Messy, messy. With the way you want keep passing. Messy, messy. You want so dirty, please have mercy. Messy, messy. With the way you want keep passing.
All right, that was Mercy by FU Crazy. I enjoyed that one a lot too. We're off to a great start today. All right, FU Crazy, Mercy. So I'm just gonna jump right in. Songwriting, I think was okay. It's kind of mid a little bit, just because lyrically, melodically, I didn't have no problems whatsoever. I like the hook a lot too. I like not starting on the one. It said 1, 2, mercy, mercy. Dun, 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 dun. It's like delayed gratification on that one, so I like that. Definitely a vibe. Definitely a nice I'm a piano vibe. So I'm gonna give a songwriting probably another 7. Like it's good, but it's not hit. It doesn't sound like a hit to me necessarily. I think people really need to spend a lot more time on concepts. I know every concept has been done. That's what they say, right? But not necessarily. Like people are coming up with new catchphrases every single day. You can incorporate them in your music, incorporate real life, incorporate something you heard on a TV show, something your cousin said, something your mom said. Like just blend it all, because nobody's heard all those things. Nobody's lived your life, so nobody's heard, even if they're cliche lines, nobody's heard those cliche lines all put together in one song in this kind of vibe and blah blah blah. So it's like spend time on the concept. Once you have a really strong concept, even if it's the same concept as another song, if it's said a different way, you have a totally different song. So just spend time on that with songwriters, please, because I just get tired of just cookie cutter songs. You know, it's like, yes, it's well written, it's done well, but I want to hear something special. Like, this is Mercy, Mercy, she wants so great, and this and that. Okay, yeah, we've heard that a million times. Well, I've heard that a million times. Not everybody. All right, production. I'm going to give production an 8. It was really good. I didn't have no problems with it. It really set the I'm a piano vibe with it. But again, no risk taking. I say this almost every week. I think to stand out, you have to take risks, you know? So it's just very safe, very cookie cutter. We could have done some hits. We could have done some special moments. Special moments in the verses are critical to me, because especially if you have a really strong hook, it doesn't matter what you do in the verse. The hook, everybody's gonna love the hook, because if the hook is super catchy, super strong, So you need to give people moments in the verses to look forward to. And that's either a really dope line where you drop the beat, a nice transition moment, some hits here and there. There's a lot of different things people do in verses to make them special. Engineering was fantastic. I'm gonna give it a 10. I don't really hear anything engineering wise that I wanted to, except for maybe playing around with delays and reverb. I say that all the time. So it's not necessary in every song. And then performance, I think your performance was strong. I'm gonna give it an 8. It's not the best I've ever heard, but you definitely have a nice voice and a nice delivery that I think people will like. And emotional impact, I'm gonna give that a 7. I might put it on repeat, but like listen to it again, but I don't know if I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't wait to listen to that song again. Like it's gonna stay with me all day. So that's my only issue with that is uniqueness, creativity. But as far as being solid, it's a solid song. 40 out of 50 for F You Crazy. The song is called Mercy. All right. If you want to get your song in the queue, it's Nero.fan/KofiAJmusic/live. Just go there, submit your song. And if you want to be next in the queue, I do have how many songs today? 45 songs in the queue today. So if you submit today, I'm probably not going to get to it today. I do have a little bit of time, but I'll probably go for another hour. But I don't know if I'm going to get through 43. I'll probably get through like 20. So if you want to skip, just $10 to skip, $20 to super skip to get your song next up. All right. And also let me know what you think about it in the chat. Stone Soldiers Find My Way on YouTube. Okay, that's yours. We're not there yet. Yes, let me know what y'all think in the chat. If y'all agree with me, disagree with me. It's music, it's subjective. So the next one we have is Alex Wallen, and the song is called Found. Yo, you got Josh in the building? Where my songwriters at? I think this is an instrumental. right. That was Alex Wallen, Found. So that was a dope instrumental. I enjoyed it. I think definitely it's open for songwriters. There's definitely room to write a nice little song to that. I don't know if its intention is to be just an instrumental, if it's supposed to be developed into a full song. I'm not sure. Alex, if you're in the chat, let us know. But so I'm gonna have to skip songwriting because there's no songwriting there. Production is what we're really here for, and I think so. For me, I enjoyed the sound selection. I thought the sound selection was done really well. It's very electronic, but it's very electronic, but was done really well. Like the choices were really tasteful, in my opinion. The synths, I'm a little on the fence about. It's very, like I said, electronic, but like industrial electronic. It felt like the drums. I thought was great. Like I thought the sound selection with the drums. It wasn't too hard, but it was very like, I guess industrial is the word, which was really cool. But it was kind of like ticky tacky, like tick 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 kind of drums, which was really cool. All right, so production, I'm gonna give it an 8. I wish there was more dynamics. That's one thing people don't do enough of, and that really does help separate producers. When you're good at playing with dynamics and you're good with transitions. I personally save those for the end. I like to get a generic version of the song first, then we write the song to it. Then I know where the song is going to go. So I know where all the sections are. I know that all I have to do is connect the sections in a fun, clever way. And that makes those sections pop so much more when you can transition from one section to the next really well. That's secret sauce for production if you're a producer out there. Engineering, I thought it was mixed pretty well. I really didn't have any terrible issues with that. I'm going to give it an 8. Performance, really no performance there because there's no vocalist and no lead melody. There was a lead synth, but it wasn't like carrying the song or anything. Emotional impact, I'm gonna give it a 5 just because I don't know, it was cool, but it didn't make me like freak out. You know, I want to be like wowed, I want to be impressed, and I was just kind of mid about it. So that gives me a total score, well, it gives Alex a total score of 21 out of 30, actually. Yeah, 21 out of 30. Not bad. So, Alex Wallen. All right, if you want to get your song next in the queue, it's nero.fan/KofiaJMusic/live, and I can get you up next in the queue. There is no cost to get in the queue, but there are 45 songs in the queue. So, if you want to be next, it's just $10 to skip right now because there's no super skips. So if you want me to review your song next, you don't want to wait for 40 songs, that's how you do it. All right, the next we have is Shane Minor, and it's called God Bless.
It was me and Spiffy throwing money on the dancers.
Please do not shoot the messenger anymore.
Kids around top, ain't no contest. Ask all these labels who got next. Fuck all these ops saying hot. Yes, your money and mythics and lightness. Before we grew up in the Wild West, all these comments are a lot less. Father told me it's a process. Now I can flex, God bless.
Some just wanna go flex their wrist with those they wanna get reckless with. And I don't need a brand to represent, cause I know who I am and that I represent. I don't even care what my chain is. I don't even know where the hell my necklace went. I don't even wanna be famous, just as long as you got all my messages. I'm so sick, you could catch this quick from the saliva that I spit and I'm infectious with. I might need some of that medicine. Has anyone seen where my lettuce went? I'm not trying to look for no credit, miss, so don't try to be my next of kin, cause I don't wanna look pathetic when I go, cause I don't want no headaches, bitch.
Kids around top, ain't no contest. Ask all these labels who got next. Fuck all these ops saying hot. Yes, your money and mythics and lightness. Before we grew up in the Wild West, all these comments are a lot less. Father told me it's a process. Now I can flex, God bless.
I play the game and hope the game don't don't play me. Fuck the facades if you're faking, I'm flaking. I spit bars like a disc, won't erase me. Cost of amazing that even God wouldn't shame me. I spit fire just to see who will face me. Or cry like a baby when I come like I'm brazy. Yeah, when the beat's on, my ace heat. Will somebody turn off the AC? When we flex, better know we're brazy. Cause we can make them all go crazy, yeah. Why you wanna call us crazy? Why? Is it cause we ball out, baby? Yeah. We don't want the problems you're facing, why? Cause all that I got them, baby, yeah. We're not the ones that solve them lately, cause we are the ones who's got them so brazy.
Kids around top, ain't no contest. Ask all these labels who got next. Fuck all these ups and hot mess. Your money and mythos a lot less. But we grew up in the Wild West. All these comments had a lot less. Father told me it's a process. Now I can flex. God bless.
Please do not shoot the messenger anymore.
It was me and Spiffy throwing money on the dancers.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, genius. That was Shane Minor, God bless. So I liked that. Didn't love it, but I liked it. Let's start with performance because I think you have a very unique voice, Shane, especially for rap, and that can take you a very long way. You just have to be, you just have to dial it in, kind of. You have to make it. Some people are gonna love it, some people are gonna hate it. It just is what it is. Like, but just dive into what you do and what you do well and naturally. So I'm okay with it. You just performance wise, I think you need to spend more time making sure every line in your verse, every line in your song, honestly, is well done. Because there's parts in there you're fumbling over the words, fumbling over the rhythm a little bit, and I'm like, that couldn't have been the best take, or maybe you didn't take that many takes. So like, make sure not everything doesn't have to be super polished all the time, especially in rap, but you want to get the best performance for every line. And sometimes it sounds like you're messing up rather than it being an artistic choice. You want it to always feel like an artistic choice, even if you are messing up or it's not perfect. But whoever engineered it did a great job of cleaning it up, making everything sound great. The beginning vocals were a little bit too harsh and bright for me in like the 10K, like the super high frequency area. But let's go ahead and give you a score for the performance. The performance, I'm going to give you a 7. There's a lot of room for improvement, but you seem to understand how to deliver in rap. You just need to take the time to really deliver it well on every line. We're all not there yet where we can go in the booth and just blah, one take, 2 takes, we're done. You know what I mean? If you've been performing a song for 10 years, you probably can do that, you know. But if you just wrote the song yesterday or just wrote the song 6 hours ago, you're probably not going to deliver it the best way you can, unless something you record every single day. You've been doing it for 10 years, 5 years, then you might be able to get away with that. But like people who are starting out, or if you're on the come up, you've probably recorded 10 songs, 20 songs, less than 100 songs. You're probably going to need some takes. You're going to need some reps. You're going to have to warm up. You're going to have to know the song, learn it inside and out. I know all the time social media, we see people reading the lyrics and blah, 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 while they're rapping it. 9 times out of 10 on the come up, that's not the good way to do it. You need to memorize the song and then go in there and perform it. Memorize it, practice it, and then go in there and perform it. You'll do 10 times better. And then pick the best takes. Songwriting wise, I'm kind of mid about that. So I'm going to give it a 5. I didn't really love the songwriting that much. Production was standard, your typical trap beat. I'm going to give it a 6. Engineering, I think the engineer cleaned up a lot of issues, I feel like, because the engineer is very capable. I don't know if that was one engineer or 2, but I know the mastering engineer did a really good job and doing the best with what they got. So I'm going to give it a 8, and then emotional impact, I'm going to give it a 6. And for a total score of 32 out of 50. 32 out of 50 for Shane Minor, God bless. I'd say for me, keep up the good work. Just keep making songs, but be a little bit more intentional about your performance, about each line in your song, and you'll be good to go. All right, Keyshawn Campbell. I've reviewed Keyshawn Campbell's songs before, but I don't think I've done this one. Summertime. Now we got a video.
Summertime, I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. But the time keeps slipping away. Every time I see your face, and my hand starts gripping your waist. Love the way you taste, and I just can't seem to leave you alone. It's like I want you, but then sometimes I don't. Send a text, I know you on your way home. Pull up on you, baby, like what you want. What you want, I'm only here for the summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. Really know how to make my heart race. Type of smile that lights up the whole place. Dancing all night in random bars. Spending late nights watching the stars. Girl, I think I'm falling for you. Can't help this feeling, but you make me feel new. You ain't like many, yeah, you one of a kind. You make me wanna give you all of my time. But the time keeps slipping away from me, away from me. But the time keeps slipping away from me, away from me. But the time keeps slipping away from me, away from me. But the time keeps slipping away from me. If I'm gonna make a move, I know I gotta do it soon. Cause you know I'm only here for the summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. Summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. I'm just tryna give you summertime. I ain't tryna give you all my time. But the time keeps slipping away.
All right, Keyshawn Campbell. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe. That's a real artist right there. There's a lot of artistry here with this record, with this video, and I appreciate it. He's definitely somebody who spent some time working on their craft and working on recorded music. There's a difference between just being a good musician, being a good singer or rapper, and being a good recording artist. Like there's a lot of skills that you have to develop in both arenas if you want to be a dope artist. And so for songwriting on this one, I understood what the song was about. I wanted to know more about what the song was about, which is great. That's an excellent sign. I think the melody was really dope. Yes, I agree with you, Chris. Nice and smooth. They did a great job on it. Songwriting, I'm gonna give it an 8 because I think it's above average for sure, but I would have liked to hear more details. It was kind of like I want to hear more about the story because the video felt like it was a story, but I didn't feel like the audio was telling me a clear, concise story in between the hooks. After a while, I gathered, I'm like, oh, he's only here for the summertime. It's like a summer fling, but yeah, they're just going through things, and I guess he doesn't want to be too attached. Understand, but let's go more. I think dig a little deeper. There's some lines in there that you would have pulled out that would have been like, oh, this is poetic. This is a bar. You definitely have the talent for it. Just dig a little bit deeper on the lyrics, or co-write with somebody, and they'll pull. Even just one person in the room saying one thing can trigger a whole section of a song. It happens all the time. They don't even have to write it for you. They just got you to think in a different way about this part of the song, and now all of a sudden you have 8 bars to write. So just I think that's the only way to improve that songwriting. The hook was great, nice and simple. Maybe a high octave would have been cool, but not necessary. All right, production, I'm gonna give that probably a 10. Honestly, there was nothing in there I heard that was like, oh, I wish producer would have did this. I wish the track would have did X, Y, and Z. It was perfect. I had no problem. Engineering, I wanted to hear the vocals a little bit stronger, but other than that, it was really good. I'm gonna give it a 9. And then performance, I think his performance is really good. It can get a little boring sometimes if you're monotone all the time. I did like how you changed some of the notes and went higher with that one part. So I'm gonna give it an 8. I don't know if there's tons of room for improvement in the performance. I'm gonna give it a 9. And then emotional impact, I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. I liked it a lot. I feel like I would go back and listen to that record. I went and subscribed to them already. The video was really dope. And for you independent artists especially, like, I'm a fan of these type of videos. I know a lot of people are, where it's like it's something really simple, but you want to watch just to see what happens next. It's so like there's a curiosity in it. Like she was talking to him, but he was looking at us. And I know that's a technique in film. I've seen it before, but just stuff like that. And then the camera would zoom in and zoom to the side. Like stuff like that really makes a visual captivating, and it doesn't require a huge budget. They did have some lighting and some stuff going on with this one. It wasn't just a camera and some stuff and shooting the video, but it doesn't take a crazy budget. It doesn't take a crazy concept for good visuals these days. But it does take creativity, because a lot of people have done simple videos for their songs, but they're not. I don't want to know what's going to happen every 5 seconds. Once I've seen 10 seconds, I know what the whole video is. This one, I didn't know what was going to happen. I was very curious to see what was going to go down. So I love videos like that. My favorites are like Childish Gambino. If you've seen the one with him on the Ferris wheel, I love that one. Every time they go around, the teddy bear looks different. The city's on fire the second time. It's just what video is that? 3005 by Childish Gambino. But almost all his videos are very, very, very dope to me. This is America. It's one scene after the next. We have no idea what's going to happen, but it's all done in the same warehouse. So that's just me. I love videos like that. But I think that's the highest score for today so far. 45 out of 50 for Keyshawn Campbell. And that makes sense. This is the closest I've heard to something that's really like professionally done. So Keyshawn Campbell, great job. Summertime. Next up, if you want to get your song in the queue, it's Nero.fan/KofiaJMusic/live. And yeah, get your song in the queue. It's $10 to skip, $20 to super skip if you want to be next up. We have like 40 songs in the queue today, but I'd probably get through about 15 more. All right, we have Shark Tank by Key Music. Let's see what this is about.
Jaws, that bitch got some jaws. Jaws, that bitch got some jaws. Jaws.
Wow.
That bitch got some jaws. She a shark. Hey, I took her teeth out.
Perfect, Mari.
On a necklace. Let her ride a boat, but she just ate it. Yeah, that bitch a shark. Hammerhead, hammerhead, hammerhead. Kidding. Yeah, there's many fishes in the sea, but ain't nothing quite like these women. Bite. I'm swimming. Bit flippers. I cannot hang with drifters. Just when a bitch a issue. She got jaws. Okay. Demon in the face. Ate it through the fishnet. I think she a big catch. Jaws. That bitch got some jaws. 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 Jaws. That bitch got some jaws.
Don't give me no mouth, bitch, give me lip. This bitch got jaws, I'm a skinny dip. I'll whoop a nigga ass like skinny pimp. I'll play with that pussy like a DJ. I light my head on the freeway. Even if I crash on the E-way, this bitch better keep going anyway. You gotta bite, then shake the winner giveaway. Put your pennies up, I don't wanna fuck. Bitch, I want face, I don't want kind of love. Bitch, give me jaws till my toes pop. I'm a rap nigga, baby, so I'm so loud. The homies of this bitch, I'ma set up. If you ain't suck a dick, bitch, then shut up. I'ma make this bitch spit, run up. Like ill, I just popped me up, blue pill. Bitch, eat this pickle, that's a deal. This bitch rated R, not for real. This bitch wanna beat like for real. Nah, bitch, be for real. I'm finna shoot, bitch, better be still. Deep blue sea or jaws. This bitch finna eat my...
Jaws. That bitch got some jaws. 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 Jaws.
Hey guys,
Oops. Not time for Shannon today. Okay, so that was Shark Tank by Key Music. That song was kind of hilarious to me. I think this might be a little controversial or mixed reviews with y'all. I'm curious to know what y'all think about that one. But for me, if it's ratchet, I like if it's ratchet and done well, personally. Like, I'm cool with ratchetness if it's done well. If it's just ratchet for the sake of being ratchet and it's just mediocre, then I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm off it. But for me, I thought that was actually ratchet done well. So, songwriting-wise, I'm going to have to give it a 10, to be honest with y'all. I'm not a huge lyrics person, but I hung on every lyric to that song because it was funny, it was captivating. I wanted to hear what they said. They used metaphors galore, and it was about, I don't want to talk about what it's about, but relating it to Jaws and sharks and all those different things, Hammerhead. It kept on going and going, and I was like, wow, that's pretty smart. I'd have never thought of that. So this is what actually goes back to my earlier point with songwriting and having a cool concept. They had a cool concept, and once you have a cool concept, you can go down a path that you could say things that have never been said, and they can be super dope. So when you start with a cool concept and you're great at writing lyrics, you're great at being like, or bouncing ideas off someone and coming up with some dope lines, like, it can take you a lot of places. And that's, to me, what's missing in a lot of records from people is creativity and the concept, and it leads to a whole lot of other things. All right, production. I thought production was dope. Nice and simple, so we could listen to the lyrics, but it kept the vibe going the whole time. I would have loved some hits. I would have loved some fancy turnarounds, but that's just me. I'm someone who likes that stuff, so I'm gonna give it a 9. Engineering, I thought was good. I could hear everything. I don't know if it was perfect, but it was good. I'll give it an 8. Performance. The performance is great. Especially the first person's performance. Second person, I'm like, even the offbeat stuff, like, I know it's in style. There's definitely an audience for this. I'm gonna give performance an 8. And then emotional impact, I liked it. I'm gonna give it a 9. I definitely would listen to it again. It's funny. It's ratchet, but it's funny. It's dope. I liked it. What did y'all think? Let me know what y'all thought about that one in the queue. Very curious to hear y'all's opinion on that one. All right, next up, we also have Keyshawn Campbell again. And this one is called Getaway. If you want to get your song in the queue, Nero.fan/KofiJMusic/live. And you can get your song in the queue. All right, Keyshawn Campbell featuring who? I Love McConan, of course. And the song's called Getaway.
I don't wanna leave, but you're making but you're making me. You give me all the reasons why. You give me all the reasons. I promise that I'm leaving. You say I'm being crazy, 'cause you'll always be my baby. But I don't wanna stay here, and I won't see you later. I stayed too many times, so I'll just say goodbye. I just wanna get away from you, but leave me when I say I'm through. I don't wanna run away with you. Just leave me for a day or two. I just want to get away from you. I just want to get away from you. I just want to get away from you. I just want to get away from you.
Wake up in the morning, check my phone in, another text from you. I don't want your love and now you want me all of a sudden. Running back whenever you want. Gotta get away, get away, get away. I gotta find a way, find a way, find a way. I'm counting all the days, all the days, all the days. I'm caught up in your ways, in your ways, in your ways. It's driving me insane. I gotta find a way out. I don't know what to say now. I need a new escape route. I just want to get away from you. I just want to get away from you. I just want to get away from you.
All right, Keyshawn Campbell with Getaway. Oops, you only supposed to see that. All right, Keyshawn Campbell with Getaway. I like that a lot. That was very cinematic. I'm starting to understand Keyshawn's vibe. He sent in a bunch of songs over the past few weeks, and the vibe is just understood. Like, I get it now. And I think it's very cinematic. It's for sync personally. Like, I think that's where it would thrive the best. So I'm just gonna go right into the scorecard. So for songwriting, I think if it was a better concept, the song would have been 10 times better. I didn't have any issues with anything in the song exactly. It's just, I just want to get away from here. It's fine. You know what I mean? With a video, it would have been a lot better probably. If you could have made it very theatrical, very cinematic. So, but without a video, we need a stronger tagline, I think. If we had a stronger tagline there, if you said something a little bit more provocative, a little something more unique in that tagline, it would match the energy of the aura around it, which is the beat, which is the foundation, which is setting the tone, which is creepiness, but slightly 80s. It would have been perfect for like a Stranger Things, or even something, I think something even more dark personally, like a Jordan Peele film or something like that. It could have been really dope for something like that. But again, you need a better tagline in that. But everything else about it was great. I like the melody. So I'm gonna give songwriting an 8. Production, I'm gonna give production a 10. I thought it was fantastic. Sound selection was incredible. Whoever's producing knows exactly what they're doing. They're even matching some of the lead lyric lines. They're doing a lot of great stuff in the production. Engineering, I think, is really done well too. I'm gonna give it a 9. Is there anything I could say about the engineering? Only issue is that again, it's somewhat difficult to hear what he's saying, but he's also in a very monotone voice, and with all these instruments going around, it's not the easiest to get a lot of clarity and not ruin the mood. So I understand why the choices were made the way they were, but I think a little bit more clarity could have really been cool. Or some moments where like maybe he takes it up an octave and then we get a big reverb delay thing going on, because it's definitely giving me spacey vibes. Performance, again, I think there's another level to your performance, Keyshawn. I think you have a really strong performance, but there's something about it doesn't make it magical. We're missing the magic somewhere, and I don't know if it's in the takes, if it's in the ideas, or because you're always singing in the low register. If it's always monotone, you're not taking any risks. You're going more for like moody vibes, which I understand, but sometimes it gets a little monotone. We need a little variety in your performance. And then emotional impact, I liked it. I wanted to hear the whole thing, so I'm gonna give it an 8. That's Keyshawn Campbell, Get Away. If you want your song next in the queue, you can go to Nero.fan/KofiJMusic, or if you're on Instagram, hit that red button down there, and you can get your song in the queue for just $10. You can be next in the queue for $10 or $20 for a super skip. And next up, we have Dante Thomas, and the song is called Barbie Ken.
She's a Barbie girl looking for a Ken. I just wanna be a friend. Ain't no reason to pretend no more. Is it love? Well, it all depends. I can't overextend. Don't wanna see you fall through the floor. End results in a soul. Got me thinking about before. Tidy up, grab a glove. Now you thinking about the chore. Settle down, saddle up. It's a rodeo for sure. Made a lot with much less. I don't need you anymore. You was something I adore. Now it's time to see the door. When we met, your spirit rich. Nowadays the shit is poor. Yeah, my price is going up. Understand you can't afford. How could anybody deal with you and yours? She's a Barbie girl looking for a Ken. I just wanna be a friend. Ain't no reason to pretend no more. Is it love? Well, it all depends. I can't overextend. Don't wanna see you fall through the floor. I just rather not. I just rather. I just rather not. Yeah. I just rather not. It's feeling like a lot. The temperature's hot. Need to tone that shit down. I just rather not. It's feeling like a lot. The temperature's hot. Need to tone that shit down. I just rather not. I just rather. Yeah. I just rather not. She's a Barbie girl looking for a Ken. I just wanna be a friend. Ain't no reason to pretend no more. Is it love? Well, it all depends. I can't overextend. Don't wanna see you fall through the floor. She's a Barbie girl looking for a Ken. I just wanna be a friend. Ain't no reason to pretend no more. Is it love? Well, it all depends. I can't overextend. Don't wanna see you fall through the floor.
That was Barbie Ken by Dante Thomas. So, I mean, I was kind of unimpressed by that one as far as the songwriting goes. I think this one is a case of the beat's better than the song, which doesn't typically happen a lot. Like I don't really come across it too often where I feel like that's the case, but I definitely feel like that's the case here. I think the beat was done really well. Again, whoever these producers are, they're really good. I'm gonna give the beat a 9. Again, there's no dynamics in the tracks, which in transition moments. I mean, there's some, but they're just not dynamic enough for me to get excited. Like, oh, that was cool. Like, there's not enough risk taking in the production for me. But overall, with the songwriting, I didn't really like the chorus. I didn't like the melodies. It just didn't match to me. Something was off. Energetically, just didn't seem right. I feel like I don't even know if it's the artist. I think it's just what they wrote. I think if they said, okay, this song was mid, let's just start over writing a song, keep the same beat because we like the beat, let's start over and write a new song, I think they would have made a much better song. I'm going to give the song a 4, honestly. It has all the songwriting components, they're all there, but I just wasn't feeling the vibes. I wasn't feeling the melodies. I didn't hate them, but I didn't enjoy them either. So there was a disconnect somewhere. And then engineering was really good. I'm gonna give that a 10. Didn't have no issues there. Actually a 9, because I think engineering could have helped a little bit in this song, maybe making the pitch more in tune, maybe add us a reverb because it's so I don't know, unique of a melody and such a hard song to digest. Maybe playing around with some of the effects could have brought the vocals more in the mix of the mix, like in the back of the mix, rather than just dry and in the front. Could have been cool. The performance was fine. It was very like a punkish punk rap, which I think is a cool way to go about this. But I don't know if that song exactly, that melody. So I'm gonna give it 8 for performance. And then emotional impact, I'll give it a 6. I did listen to the whole thing. I did want to listen to the whole thing, which is not always the case. And so I'm going to give that a 6. I actually didn't do these totals for the last 3. So let's do the total for Key, called Shark Tank. That one should be very high. Yes, 44 out of 50. Keyshawn Campbell, I Love McConan, Getaway, got a total score of 43 out of 50. And then this one, Dante Thomas Barbie Can, got a 36 out of 50 for me. Okay, and if you want your song next in the queue, you just go to Nero.fan/KofiJMusic/live. I'll be on for like another 20 minutes or so. So probably get through 20 minutes, like 5 songs, 5 minutes each song, 4 songs maybe left. But if you want to get your song in the queue next, just go to Nero.fan/KofiJMusic/live and get your song in. $10 gets you to the front of the line. All right, the Cookie Monster. Oh, the Coochie Monster takes on Chinook Winds Resort and Casino 2. All right, Sharky and the Buoys, I believe that is. Let's hear what that sounds like.
I'ma eat yo coochie while he fuck yo coochie. I'ma suck his dick while it's out yo coochie. You gon' look at us, you gon' see us kissing. You gon' both get fucked by this big.
All right, that's too much. All right, so yeah, sorry, we're not a clean channel, but we're going a little too far left on that one. I'm just gonna put NA. You don't necessarily have to send me clean music, but it just can't be that. That's too much. So I'm not gonna score that one. Where's my booze? There it is. Okay. Yeah, no thanks. So we got Yellow Trash Can POV is next. Dang. Amazon. I don't think this is gonna work. Nope. Okay. They didn't send the correct link for that one. So I'll skip that one as well. And let me know what you all think about these songs in the queue. I mean, in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. If you agree with me, disagree, what score you would give it, all of that. All right, next song is $13. The song is called Against. So far, so good. All right, that was $13 or H Money 13, not really sure. Song was called Against. So there was no lyrics in that, so I'm gonna put NA for the songwriting. This will be out of 40. Well, there's no performance either, so this will be out of 30. Production. This is mostly a production. I liked a lot of it. The soundscape of it is incredible. Like, it sounds definitely like it was a retro song. The sonic nature of it is really dope. It's not easy to get that sound. I'm assuming a lot of these are samples, unless you're just really dope at recreating that sound. There was a note in that first chord that sounded cool at first, but when you switch to the different, I don't know if it's a different key. It sounded like it was a different key. So if you switch to when you switch to the different key, it was actually quite nice. I was like, oh, that's cool. But when you went back into the old key, that didn't work at all. So that's the thing about music theory. Sometimes you can go from one chord to the next and it sounds fine, but going from that same chord back to the old chord doesn't always work. Sometimes you need, especially if you're changing keys, sometimes you need a chord that takes you back into the next key. And I think that's what that needed big time. Or just stay at the high one. So you can do the A section for longer and then go to the B section and just stay in the B section. Another way you can get rid of it or get away with it is to take a break. So have some kind of chordless fill for like 2 bars or 1 bar, no chords, just drums or just the vocal sample or whatever, and then come back in with the new key. That makes it a little less jarring. But when you go directly back and forth between keys and the chords don't work, it's very jarring as a listener if you're like most people, because they're gonna be like, something's off with that, regardless if they're into music or not. So that's my biggest critique for the production, is those chords going back and forth from each other. there's ways to do it to where it doesn't seem so bad. So that was the only thing I was gonna critique that was bad. And then that one bad note, intentionally, it sounded like that. I can still hear it. That note was like very jarring. I liked it at first, but when it came back in the second time, I did not like it. So maybe just use it in certain spots. But harmonically, this thing needed some work. So I'm gonna give it a 7. And then engineering was good. The flutes came in a little hot, and then there was some resonant frequency in the flutes. Anything that hits a live instrument, like a saxophone, a flute, anything like that, you're gonna have some resonance frequencies, and you gotta tame those, or else they get out of whack sometimes in the mix. But other than that, it was cool. Emotional impact, I'm gonna give it a 8. It made me very, very curious. I wanted to hear where it went, but there were some issues definitely there. So that's a 23 out of a 30, which isn't bad. So $13, you have a dope sound. I followed you. I want to hear some more beats like that, because like I said, that sonically is not very easy to achieve, and it seems like you've got that sound down. I'm assuming these are samples, but even if they are, those are dope samples. So a rapper would love these type of beats. So $13 song is Against. Great job. Hey, we got our first skip of the day. Where's my skip button?
Oh yeah.
That's one of them.
Get the money, get the money, get the money, get the money.
That's the one I like. All right. Oh, so this one we have a skip is by Preach J Smokey. It's called Soft Rain. Let's check it out. If you're in the chat, let me know. Preach.
Yo. Thinking it's wide range, my rage. I ain't talking no show stage. This is the life that you make way. This the chance that you stay away. Let it rain, soft shelter fit. Dark pain in a soft rain. Unwind it, wash away. Soaked eyes, seen many lies. Yo! Glory! Get ready! Yo! Go! Wash it away if you live in the day. Stay by the bay till you see the horizon. Show me your vision, don't tell me you living. What is your dreams, not diamonds? Find it, I told you the truth, no ain't no way around it. Make the most of your free time. Search a craft that you've been with. I'm on the grind like a stick shift. See this life as a fucking game. Pave your lane and go insane. What? Said all I want now. Glory. Get ready. Get ready. Yo. Get ready. What? Wide range, my rage. I ain't talking no show stage. This is the life that you make way. This the chance that you stay away. Let it rain, soft shelter fit. Dark pain in a soft rain. Unwind it, wash away. Soaked eyes, seen many lies.
Nice job, nice job. That was Preach J Smokey. If you're in the chat, let me know. Preach. That was dope. So songwriting, I liked a lot about it. Like delivery wise, I like the rhythms you chose for the rap. I like the melody and the hook. That was dope. Very reminiscent of like the Common and John Legend song. What's up? Glory, I think it is. When the glory comes, will be ours. Yeah, that one. Glory. So that's what it reminded me of. This is great for sync. Like Sync always needs these kind of songs. I've heard them for decades. Like they just never go away. Like these rock stomp, soulful joints. I make this kind of music too. With Josh Moreland, I do it all the time, but it's like when we do it in a different way, like stadium, earth shattering type of bigness. And I think this could have used that. Like, I'm not mad at the way y'all went about it, but if I was to do it, it would have been very grandiose. And especially you have a great delivery in your tone, and especially when you were got hyped, that was really, really believable and really impactful. And a lot of rappers don't have that. So be very proud of yourself. Be very optimistic of your future because you can do it for sure. Songwriting, I think I would have loved a lot more clarity. I want to know what Soft Rain meant in the song. I'm sure I'd have to listen to it a few times to get it, and that's the problem when you're trying to make a hit. So clarify your lyrics a lot more. I was telling another rapper in my tribe earlier this month, actually I think earlier this week, that one of his songs was just too busy. Even in rap, a lot of times rappers hide behind flow, and it's like nobody's gonna hear every word you say unless there's space. And I think if you're like an intentional writer, you have something to say, you want everybody to hear everything you say. Use speed for effect. Like when you want to change the flow of the song speed wise. Other than that, I'd say go moderately fast or go slow, because then we have time to digest what you said, and it's like, ooh, okay, that was fire. Then you get time to reset. You say the line, you're like, I got what you tried to do there, or what you did there, and then we have time to think. But when it's consistent the whole time, you don't really have time to. If you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't, and that's the risk you run by rapping fast the whole time. So, take it my word for it or not, I'm not a huge person in rap. Like I've listened to rap my whole life, but I'm not like somebody who goes out to listen to all the underground rap songs and stuff like that, because I only personally like the best ones. So, and the best ones usually I know what their song is about every single time by the end of it. And like when you're talking about the Ludacris's or the 2 Chainz or the people, like, you know what the song is about because they clearly express it in the lyrics. So songwriting, I'm gonna give it a 6. Yeah, because I just clarity. I want to know more. Actually, I'll give it a 7. And then production solid. Like I said earlier, I'd much rather it be super big, or a lot bigger production. So this was kind of safe and moderate. So I'm gonna give it a 7 as well. Engineering was good, but I think it could have been better. I don't know if it was the way it was recorded, but your mids and the lows are like, and the vocals are completely gone, which is, it's okay. But there's a lot of high energy and a lot of sizzle, which is very common in rap. But we need to balance it with some depth in the mid range. So engineering, I thought vocally could have been done a lot better. Not a lot better, but a little better. Because I could hear everything, which is really important, in clarity, and nothing hurt my ears either. So a lot was taken care of, but there's still room for improvement on the mix on that. And then performance, your performance was great, honestly. There are moments I did think about the other song that I heard earlier today, and I felt like you could have did this line better, like you could have did this other part better, like. So make sure, especially as rappers and performances and lead vocalists in general, make sure your lead is tight, like really tight. Next time you listen to the radio or your favorite songs, listen to the lead vocal only and nothing else. You're going to be like, that's immaculate. And it doesn't just come out that way. It's because they made sure every line sounded great. They made sure every line was in tune. They made sure every line was not perfectly on the grid, but felt right rhythmically in every spot. And it's really not that much when you really break down the songs. Like, especially today, a lot of songs are copy and paste. So once you do the hook once, you just copy and paste it to the other hooks and it's done, So it's going to be perfect every time. But I felt that rhythmically in raps, if you get them within their percentage of being off or whatever, once it feels good rhythmically, that's half the battle in rap. So sometimes performances, you're rapping a little early. Sometimes you're rapping too late and it doesn't feel right. Just nudge it a little bit. Just flex it a little bit. and it makes a huge difference. Performance, I think you have a great voice. I think you have great delivery. So I'm going to give you a 9 on performance. I just wish every line was great. It's just, for me, it was some lines, most of the lines were great, but not every line was great. And then emotional impact, I'm going to give it a 7. Definitely something I could see on a TV show or hear in a movie in the background. Let me know y'all's thoughts. Chris Wilson said it was a hard intro. Awesome job. I agree. But let me know y'all's thoughts on that one and any other ones we have coming up. I got a few more minutes here. Here's Barbie and Ken again. Or pretty sure we already did that one. So I'm going to skip that. We just did it. You make sure it's the same artist. Yeah, it's the same artist. If you want to get your song in the queue, it's Nero.fan/KofiAJmusic/live. And you can get your song in the queue. $10 to skip, $20 for a super skip, and you could be next in the queue. All right, this song's called Dark Child by Yellow Trash Can. I might have done this one too, but let's see.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Okay.
The Trash Boys.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. I've been doing my homework. You been doing your clone work. Trying to throw stones at a nigga, but it won't work. Walk another club with your bitch and it's gon' hurt. Hey, I ain't seen you in a while. When I seen them bricks, man, a nigga made a vow. Keep a bankroll, make a nigga have a cow. Young key like Mike Jack, Dark Child. And I'm rockin' double R real right now. That's right, I'm a rebel, get wild. I just put my hand in the pound. Okay, you can put your hands down. No more free game, man, that's out. Hold on, don't choke in the clout. I'm clean, got soap in the house. Bath sauce and dope in the house. Used to hide that money in a day, woo speaker. Fuck a day one, I'd rather keep a two, nigga. Hurry up and move, nigga. This like smooth liquor, mixed with hard drugs. Hey, lift your dog up.
I think these hoes, they think they got the Holy Ghost on me. For real. If you ain't with me, nigga, then we just enemies. For real. I popped up like a book. I stole her ass, I'm a killer. No rap cat or tails. My block, it look like hell. My bitch, she bad as hell. Oh yeah, I'll put you on a list. I ain't talking AOLs. Yeah. The Lord won't make me fail. Your OG can't pay your bill. If the system fails. I pray to God I'm well. 1, 2, but I don't fuck with 12. Send blessings to the mail. This ain't no pin and tail. For real. I'm whipping like I'm sailing. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, you a little nigga, you need to go eat your oat. I'm a Florida nigga, I do a drive-by on a boat. Hot out in the old nigga, yeah.
All right, that was Yellow Trash Can, Key, and Jida on the track. The song's called Dark Child. I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't know what it's about at all. I tried, but completely just, I don't know. I didn't hear anything in there that really sunk in and stuck with me. So I'm going to give it a 5 on songwriting just because the delivery is great and we're all cool. Like, that's half the battle. Songs like these can still make it. Like, in the world, they can still get a lot of views, they can still get a lot of plays, but it's like they don't stick with people. It's not going to be the song where people are like, I don't know, 20 years from now still talking about that song. And that's really where songwriting has to shine. You have to say something where it's memorable and we remember it and we want to hear it again and again. I didn't hear any of that in this song. So production, though, I thought was fantastic. I love the beat switch. The second part of the beat was my favorite part for sure, but even the first part was dope. This whole crew, this Yellow Trash Can, Jida on the track, Keyshawn, Campbell, seems like they all know each other, but they got a lot of good stuff going on. Very creative stuff too, and I love people who push the boundaries. Engineering, great. I'm gonna give it a 10. Performance, good. I don't know if their deliveries were bad, but I don't think their deliveries are bad. I just wish they were saying something much better. So I'm going to give it an 8 on performance, and then emotional impact, I'll give it a 6. I liked it, but I ain't love it like that. Okay, so I didn't do the final score for Preach J Smokey. That was a 38 out of 50. And then this one was a 37 out of 50. So we're cooling down a little bit. We started off hot and then we're cooling down. You want to get your song in the queue. I'm trying to go a little faster because there were so many songs in the queue. And I want to be able to review as many as I can every week. And if I get to be too many songs in the queue, I'll just open up a second day. So that just is what it is. I don't think I'm going to change too many things going forward. But we will have some cool, like, I'm thinking about doing a competition. And when we do a competition, I'm anticipating a lot of submissions when we do that. So be ready. I hope y'all working on your singles. The prize will be dope. And yeah, just be ready. All right, so the next one up is Mike Bogan. I'm gonna say it right. Hold on, Mike Bogan, Red Corvette.
Face no, now I wanna feel less. Bass booming all around you. Top down and don't know where to go next. Hair blowing out a red Corvette. Hair blowing out a red Corvette. Bass booming all around you. Top down and don't know where to go next. Hair blowing out a red Corvette. I pick you up, lean back, looking nice too. Jean jacket and your white boots, dolled up in the club. Is you mine? Let me ask you. Standing in the line for the bathroom at you. I get you wet nonetheless, baby, when in doubt. Ride my jet ski, Kenny Powers, go nuts. Every touch it was lost, now we making out. And I'm in a rush, tryna take you down, down. Face numb and now I wanna feel less. Bass booming all around you. Top down and don't know where to go next. Hair blowing out a red Corvette. Hair blowing out a red Corvette. Bass booming all around you. Top down and don't know where to go next. Hair blowing out a red Corvette. I thought it was love, I thought it was you. The heartache was tough, the parties were cool. I'm over the games, we breaking the rules. I never could change, never for you. Face numb and now I wanna feel less. Bass booming all around you. Top down and don't know where to go next. Hair blowing out a red Corvette. Hair blowing out a red Corvette. Bass booming all around you. Top down and don't know where to go next. Hair blowing out a red Corvette.
First of all, this EP is called P After Sex. I think that's fantastic. I like it. I love the artsy stuff when people can be artsy with their artistry. Red Corvette is a great title. It's a great image. That's what I'm saying with songwriting. Like, every concept has not been done. A lot of them have been, but if you say it in a way that's just unique and hasn't been done before, then it sticks with you. I really didn't have nothing. Have I done this song before? I don't even remember it. But I don't really have anything bad to say about it, honestly. We kind of checked every single box here. I think songwriting could have been a little stronger when it comes to the verses, but the chorus gave me all kinds of imagery. I could literally see the video. It made total sense to me. It's kind of a love song. I'm gonna give it an 8. I think there's a little room for improvement and clarity in the verses, but I thought it was great. Production, I thought was great. The guitar playing was top notch. I'm gonna give it a 10. Engineering, I thought was great. I'm gonna give it a 10. Performance, I'm on the fence about the performance. I like the uniqueness of his voice and the delivery, how lazy it is, and it really matches the vibe of the track. It really actually makes the vibe of the track. That plus the guitar really set it off. I'm gonna give it a 9. This is gonna be a very high score for this one, just because it's not missing anything. But personally, I don't love the song. It's a weird thing. So that's the thing about music. You can hit every mark, but it still might not be for the person who's listening to it. And that's, to me, I try to take as much as that out of it as I can for these reviews, except for emotional impact. That's what that's for. So everything else, I'm just being very technical personally, like my objective opinion on their stuff. But for performance and emotional impact, it's super subjective. So emotional impact for me, I'm gonna give it an 8. I didn't overly love it, but I liked it a lot. Like, I would definitely, if I was making a film, I would want to put this in my movie, because it's just, the imagery is amazing and it sounds pretty cool. So it's very strong score. I think it ties the high for today, 45. Yep, 45. And who else had a 45? Keyshawn Campbell with Summertime. So this one I'm gonna go ahead and add to my playlist. Actually, let's do it. Anything with a high score like that, I'm gonna put on my live reviews playlist. You can check it out on Spotify. It's Kofi J -live music reviews, and I'm gonna put them in here. And one day I will be boosting the playlist. Not today, but at some point I will try to grow it. But yeah, it's a total score of 45 for Mike Bogan, Red Corvette. Give it up for Mike. All right, I think I'm gonna do this one last and then call it a day. I have to leave soon. This is YSB Trill. I actually got the chance to chat with YSB Trill maybe like close to a month ago. Really, really cool kid out of North Carolina. He's been doing his thing. He's getting a lot of spins, and I think this is his new song. He didn't send me the right link, or maybe I clicked the wrong thing. All right, cool. I'm gonna start it over. All right, song's called Ringing, and this is YSB Trill. He's like a rapper / singer. Check him out. Look, he's got 88,000 monthly listeners. Really cool dude. He's growing his platform and just trying to make great music. Let's check it out. Ringing by YSB Trill.
Powered up, I might jump out of gym. I've been ballin' like way but the rim. Booted up, it's like no one can stop me. Word to bro, I've been acing the 10. Earned some stripes on my belt, tryna climb the rank. I've been holding it down in here paperweight. Got no time for no check, some pay to make. I ain't with no apology, saving face. Tryna hop out that Phantom on Reaper. When I slide to the spot, it like, yeah. I can feel little mama tryna reach me. All she seen was LV on my bag. I might pop it all white like a season. Danny Phantom, it might be all black. I might go make my wrist a new freezer. Shining hard, yours covered in glass. Ringing, ringing, ringing all night long. Wide awake, I'm staring at my phone. Oh, baby, peep me, ducking all your calls. Way I've been stunning, think I'm best on my own. Powered up, I might jump out of gym. I've been ballin' like way but the rim. Booted up, it's like no one can stop me. Word to bro, I've been acing the 10. Earned some stripes on my belt, tryna climb the rank. I've been holding it down in here paperweight. Got no time for no checking, some pay to make. I ain't with no apology, saving face. Got me feeling like Michael, I told him beat it. Oh, we ain't playing fair, no, we tryna get even. Got a grip in my pocket, I never need it. Cause they can't even count it, what's on the visa. I'm in love with the guala, it's never leaving. Know that it's never leaving. Saw that they wanna be me. Thought that I'd tell them it's never easy. Ringing, ringing, ringing all night long. Wide awake, I'm staring at my phone. Oh, baby, peep me, ducking all your calls. Way I've been stunning, think I'm best on my own. Powered up, I might jump out of gym. I've been ballin' like way but the rim. Booted up, it's like no one can stop me. Word to bro, I've been acing the 10. Earned some stripes on my belt, tryna climb the rank. I've been holding it down in here paperweight. Got no time for no checking, some pay to make. I ain't with no apology, saving face.
Great job. That was YSB Trill with Ringing. Great job, YSB. I mean, what do y'all think about that one? That this kid's got a future. What's the song called? Ringing. That's right. I thought it was great. I think songwriting wise, we could simplify it a little bit, but I loved how you had 16 bars that were repetitive, that were different as well. So the ringing, ringing, dun, dun, all night long, and then you had the part right after it. I loved how that repeated multiple times. It just keeps it way more pop, way simpler. It's so much easier to digest. I would have to listen to it a few more times to get a really fully understanding of the songwriting. I felt like he was like missing a call, like because he's on the hustle, he's balling out. I didn't catch the concept off the first listen, which usually signifies like there's room for improvement for clarity. But I also am someone who doesn't listen to lyrics first. I listen to lyrics kind of last, honestly. So it is, you can take it with a grain of salt or not. But so I'm gonna give songwriting a 7. I feel like there's room to be a little bit more clear, or to have a little bit more punchlines, some more punchlines that are more memorable. I always talked about it with Josh is t-shirt slogans. When I hear a song and it's got 2, 3, 4, 5 t-shirt slogans in it, I'm like, oh, okay, this person is writing. Like, and a lot of times that comes from collaboration. Most people have about, if you're not forcing it and you're not taking 6 months to write a song, most people probably got about 3 great lines in them per song. So when you have 3 people working on a song and they all can contribute 3 great lines, you got a massive record, as long as everything else is good. But songwriting wise, it should be really, really dope. So I think everybody can provide like a few lines per song. Everybody's at different levels. So if you're collaborating with somebody who's not as experienced with you, maybe they'll give you 1 great line or 1 great idea. But if you're collaborating with people who got a lot of experience, who've written a lot of songs, who have a lot of tricks that they use to be creative, to come up with different ideas, then it really helps to elevate songwriting. Production, I thought was awesome. I thought the sound choices were awesome. The digital stuff that was going on. I did feel like the drop on beat 1 could have been a little bigger, but with the hooks, but the rest of it was just paid off. I thought it was great. I'm gonna give it a 8 on the production. Engineering, 10 out of 10. Stellar production, engineering. I know his engineer too. He's a beast. And I think the mix was great. It's the first thing I noticed. I was like, this sounds amazing compared to everything else I listened to today. Performance, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give him a 9. His performance is great. Like, actually, I'll give him a 10, honestly. There's nothing I tell him to do differently. It's just maybe collaborate with other writers to make sure you get like 4 or 5 dope lines per song on this. And then emotional impact, I'm gonna give him probably an 8. I want to hear this again. I want to maybe put it in rotation to see if it grows on me. This is one of them songs I feel like will grow on me the more times I listen to it. But first time I listened to it, solid 4 out of 5 for me. But let's see what the total score is. 43 out of 50. So very great score for YSB Trill. Appreciate you submitting. And one day we'll work together. So I think that's going to be it for today. Yeah, no skips yet. So that'll be it for today. If you want to get your song in the queue, just go to nero.fan/kofiajmusic/live. I like to end on a song of mine, just so you guys can hear my songs. If you want to critique me in the comments, go ahead. I got no problem. This is a creative business. What do I want to play? Some songs, I mean, I'm just a part of, doesn't mean I wrote the whole thing or anything. I can't make a decision today. Let's play It's Us. I was listening to that earlier and I liked it. All right, so It's Us. A little background about this. I've done artistry stuff as an artist a few times in my career. I'll go live again next week, next Friday at 1 p.m. Yep, 1 p.m. PST. If, like I said, if the queue gets really big, I'll add another day. But for right now, I'm only doing it once a week for about an hour and a half ish, sometimes close to 2 hours. And then, but yeah, for this song, we used to work with this artist named Desta Dawn. She used to live out here. She doesn't live out here anymore. But I wrote this song ages ago. I have the voice memo from it, and I had the concept for a while, just never acted on it. And then one time I was revisiting my artist, revisiting writing songs one year. And so I wrote a bunch of songs. This was one of the ones I wrote. This, I think, is the second one I released. And I pretty much, I loved it. I got my friend to play trumpet on it. I demoed it. He played trumpet. I produced it, mixed it, mastered it, recorded my part. Desta recorded hers in New York, sent it over to me. I was a part of the recording session, made sure I got what I wanted. We did the background harmonies. I think I did some at the producer's studio. This guy's name is the producer. His name is Carl, but is a collaborator of mine, longtime collaborator. And we came up with this song. It's called It's Us. I think I wrote it when I was engaged to get married. So check it out.
You say you've fallen right to pieces, but you thought the fall would hurt. Oh baby, you done left me speechless. Can't even string together words. No, we don't have to keep no secrets, 'cause you're my gospel, I'm your church. And we know love's no proven thesis, but this love is worth the work. Hey, don't run from the fire. It's lit when the lights go down. True hearts will inspire. Real love makes the world go round. Want you to have my babies when it's time to pass the crown. Don't you like the way that sounds? Yeah, 'cause it's us. We're all in, we're ride or die. It's us. I am yours and you are
mine. Felt so hard I didn't mean to. Yeah, my heart was on the fence. Didn't want you, but I need you. Sometimes love don't make no sense. In your arms I'll go to heaven. You turn my water into wine. In your eyes I see forever. Together we get lost in time. Yeah.
Don't run from the fire.
Run.
It's lit when the lights go down. True hearts will inspire. Real love makes the world go round. Want you to have my baby when it's time to pass the crown.
Yeah, I like the way that sounds.
No, I like it, baby. It's us. We're all in, we're ride or die. It's us. I am yours and you are
My baby.
It's you and me for forever. It's you and me for forever. Yeah, it's you and me for forever. It's you and me, yeah. It's you and me for forever. It's you and me for forever. Yeah, it's you and me for forever. It's you and me, 'cause it's us.
No matter what comes,
It's you and me for
I got you, baby.
It's you and me for forever.
It's you and me, yeah.
All right, I give myself the sound effects, but yeah, that was me featuring Desta Dawn. It's Us. It's just a beautiful love song, reggae song that I don't know, just felt like writing one day. And like I said, you can say the same thing that people have said, but just say it in your own unique way. I feel like the lyrics and the verses were really good on this song. Like we spent some time making sure each line sound was dope, and especially the space that we used in the song, I think really helps the listener digest. Like it's not a complicated song at all. Like very simple as far as you kind of know what's coming next, like flow wise or melodically. It just makes sense. There's nothing this, and then there's also dynamics with the guitar thing at the end and the drops. So like it's a very great song. To one day I'll probably dissect it. I'll go through the session and show everybody how it was all done. There's a lot of mixes on this one, but it turned out great. I'm proud of it. Very happy that we did it. But yeah, that's it for today. If you guys want to submit for next week, go to nero.fan/kofiajmusic/live. Oh, I do want to mention that my Tribe subscription to work with me creative partnership to work with me as a producer in your back pocket is now full, but I do have a wait list going. So, and you can put your name down, put down when you want to start if you're interested in starting. The monthly Tribe membership has been going great. I've been doing sessions 5 days a week, almost all day long. The songs I'm working with have been crazy. The artists are dope. Like I'm working with one artist on metal. We're doing country with another artist, doing pop, funk, soul with another artist, doing rap on a couple other artists, trap, some Kendrick Lamar type of beats. There's just all kinds of variation with the artists I'm working with, and it's all sounding dope, and it's really exciting. So if you want to get in the Tribe when they do leave, when someone leaves, you'll be next up in the queue if you get on the wait list. I'm tackling the wait list first before I reach out to anybody else, including personal people I know and all that stuff. If you're not on the wait list, I'm going to hit up the people on the wait list first. So if you want to get in on that, it's basically we work freely. Oh, Josh Moreland, he's on his way. Cool. Sounds good, brother. But yeah, if you want to work freely throughout the month, all you do is book time on my calendar, and then we just work at those scheduled times throughout the month. And it's just a one-time fee, recurring monthly. And I'm also thinking about doing something very similar for producers and engineers who want to learn how to produce and engineer better. So I just need some more input from you guys. If you guys want to shoot me a DM or shoot me or put it in the chat today, right now, what you would like to see from me as far as teaching people how to be better songwriters, mix engineers, producers, all of that stuff. I'm going to be like hosting workshops, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, trying to build a community here of people trying to make better music, trying to impact the music industry in a big way. So if you want to do that, hit me up. And until next time, check me out next week, 1 p.m. PST. We'll do this again. Nero.fan/kofiajmusic/live. Send me some dope records. Send me some heat. And I'll review it next week. All right. I'll check y'all out. Peace.